Hey, Wonderhussy here. Apologies, I look pretty tore up, but I spent the night in one of those random little desert cabins last night up in these super rugged, remote hills in the middle of nowhere. But we just left that cabin that we stayed in, and I made a video about that, which you can check out. And now we're just cruising along looking for other interesting cabins and historical sites, and we came across a doozy. Okay, have you ever seen the movie The Hills Have Eyes? Or have you ever heard of a little guy named Charles Manson? That's kind of the vibe I'm getting from this place. Let's go inside and see if that vibe is confirmed. Okay, before we go in, just a quick scan of the surroundings. We got an old busted camper shell that's actually probably worth some money. An old pickup bed full of bullet holes. We've got an old tire. Looks like over here is some kind of, well, something that was being used as a water tank. Nothing super exciting. Let's see what's in the old trash heap. Oh, okay, look, there's some beer cases, but it's not the usual beer. It's not Coors Light. Usually you see Modelo, Coors Light. You don't normally see these hippie beers out here. Look at that. Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, what? Okay, before I go in this cabin, I'm gonna just go all the way around the perimeter to see if there's anything interesting outside first. Make you guys wait to see the inside. Oh, look over, here's the backside, an old trailer it looks like. And then I see here there's a little path going off into the desert towards that little wooden shed. We'll definitely go check that out in a bit, but first let's finish what we're doing. Here's the back wall, nothing too exciting back here. This is what I would call urbex foreplay. We're just gonna look around the outside before we get into the sweet center. Oh, here's a kind of a fenced in little yard, I guess. It's got some wire fencing around it so to keep the deer out. I don't think there's any deer around here. All there is coyotes, jackrabbits. Wow, look at the wall here. This thing is made hodgepodge, whatever scavenged materials they could find. Look at this old refrigerator. And here's a trash barrel. I don't know why there's a trash barrel here. It's not like there's trash pickup out here. Somebody was having a good time. Oh, look, a yerba mate can. Okay, there was definitely some hippies here. Interesting. Look at this. Somebody left a disgusting tuna packet on the ground. Damn hippies. Okay, here's the front. First thing that I notice when I come to the door here is this old motorcycle engine. Visualize industrial collapse. Whoa. Okay, I don't know. This must be some hardcore Mad Max survivalist type stuff here. Oh, let's go inside and see. Okay, we'll go right in the front door, which, by the way, there is a red carpet leading up to it. Wow. Wait. Holy wowzers. This is one of the most amazing places I've ever explored. I can say that right now, just looking around. Upon first glance, this place is going to be a gold mine of interesting stuff. Light is kind of challenging, so I'll try to stay in the shade. Basically, what we have here is, it's a big square cabin. There's one big main room here that we just walked into. And then off to the side back here, it looks like there's kind of like a kitchen type setup. So we'll go in there next. But first, let's just take a peek. Oh yeah, it's like some kind of big kitchen type setup. So we'll look around that and then look here. Oh wow, it's like a staircase of sorts that leads up to the roof. So we'll definitely climb up that and take a look around. Okay, so starting by the door where we came in, we'll just go this way. So right by the door, there's just a table with some rocks on it. It looks like it's meant to be used for sorting through ore or rock stuff. Maybe rock hounds stay here. And they did bag up some specimens with a piece of paper, but there's nothing written on the paper. Let me see. Maybe there is. Nope, nothing's written on it. Oh, then there's another baggie here. Why are these people collecting rocks and putting them in baggies? Weird. Must be some kind of rock hounding practice. Oh, then they got some brooms and cleaning tools. I'm not sure what that wooden stick is. It looks like some kind of bat used for defense, maybe. There's a pole with nothing on it too. That might also be used for defense. I mean, these people are expecting the apocalypse, okay? They did find some really cool rocks though, if you look at it. Look at that. That thing is like polka dotted. And that one is kind of mottled. And then look at this one. Striped, like green. Wow. And then over these ones here I didn't even notice because I was so busy trying to read that note. Really pretty rocks. I'm not a rock hound, but I can appreciate that. Okay, so now we keep going along from the rock sorting table. There's this sort of built-in bench with some really interesting graffiti on the wall. Not gonna read this one out loud, but I've had this dream before. Russell. Whoa, that's a trip. Look at that guy. Spring 2015, Group Chico State. Oh, okay. Alexis Big Papa. Common sense prevails. Interesting. Oh, look. Geo Spice was here. It's like one of the Spice Girls. Come for the view, stay for the snakes. Yeah, no kidding. You gotta be real careful in here. It feels very snaky. Ice. Oh, I don't know if you can see this. It says, ice is a hot commodity. Kind of a joke, but it's true, man. Ice out here, ooh, it's like gold. Okay, and then look down here. A whiteboard with a message. Dear Harvard, here are some leftovers plus some entertainment. Have fun at Gypsy Sally's. Thank you. The French Connection. P.S. Make some pot chili and pan music and send it to us. Oh, I wonder what that means. And then look here. A newspaper, San Diego Tribune from March 13th, 2018. Oh, wow, that was only a week ago. So people have been here very recently. Oh, look. Woman hopes random acts of kindness start a movement. I hope it does too. I love random acts of kindness. I like any acts of kindness, whether they're random or organized or whatever. Okay, so keeping going along where that ice is a hot commodity. Look at that. This is old record album. Kraken. That says Kraken 1 or Kraken I. Anybody know what that was? And there's some more graffiti. A fault breccia on a cyclopean scale. A mosaic, a crazy quilt pattern, a rude shingling, or an imbricate structure. Kupfer. Almost to me sounds like he's kind of describing the landscape out here, but I'm not sure what some of those words mean, so don't quote me on it. Kupfer, quote Kupfer. Okay, and then there's another really cool record album next to that graffiti. Look at this one. Rock. Los Locos del Ritmo. It's like some 70s Spanish rock album. Chica Alborotada. Alborotada. That's interesting. Okay. Some more little graffiti. And then look here. Gordon Lightfoot, Summertime Dream. Why are these old albums hung up here? It's so weird. Look at this. This one, it gets so freaking hot out here in the summer. It's melted. Look at that. Crazy. I mean, it gets to be like 100 and... We're right outside Death Valley. So up into like 120s. Kupfer's chaos will chili whop your brain. This Kupfer guy, that was the same guy who had that stuff written on that window there. Seems like an interesting character. Then there's some Christmas lights strung in here. That's pretty cool. Apparently you just bring your own battery. Like the cabin that we stayed in last night had the same kind of setup. It had Christmas lights and we brought a battery to plug them into, but unfortunately the lights didn't work. So now we're gonna look at this. There's a big table, kind of like a work table in the middle of this room. There's also a really cool kind of found objects mobile hanging up somebody made. That's pretty cool. And then I just noticed here, #1 teacher, California. But on this table, it looks like they just bagged up some more rock samples, geologist notations on it. I guess these are just island mine. Yeah, so I guess they just go into these mines and take samples and then write notes about it. Interesting. And then they keep their trash in here, I guess. Little candle. It's odds and ends. Poker chips. I guess they get together and play poker after they're done categorizing all their rocks. Okay, and then we go over to the kitchen there, but first let's finish this last wall of this room. A lot of interesting stuff here to look at. First of all, look at this support beam or pole. Some cool hardware attached to it. Interesting when those hooks are there. But look at this. Okay, so first of all, over the door that goes to the kitchen, it says, hide your wives, hide your moms. And then like there's the record from Kraken 1 or Kraken I, whatever that was. And a really cool tile. An old can, it looks like, just some stuff, empty bottle. Some hippie beers, Lagunitas, hipster beers. Interesting, no Coors Light around here. Hey, look, what's this? Oh, it's like a little tiny painting. It's a mini canvas. That's cool. Oh, wow. And let's see, what book is this? It was to Jack Dunphy and Harper Lee. In Cold Blood. Oh, Truman Capote. Part of it anyways. So if you really were desperate for something to read, you got part of In Cold Blood. Oh, wow, and then look at this. I don't know electronics, but I'm not sure. Is this like meant to be hooked up to something? Weird. Oh, look, yeah, it does. It comes down. I don't know what you would do with this. Huh, weird. Okay, so then there's just some more empty bottles. Looks like there was a fair amount of drinking went on here in between all the rock sorting and the little mini paintings. So they did art, they lit little candles, they got drunk. Wow, there's just some really cool rocks. And oh, there's the rest of In Cold Blood. So now we know where to read the rest of it. And it looks like there's a couple other magazines. I can't get closer, unfortunately, because this, I don't know why it's designed this way, but there's this giant like, platform right in front of it, which I guess I could climb on top of. I was curious what these books were. Brad Meltzer. The Inner Circle. Anybody ever read that? I've never even heard of it. And then this one is Wonderful Life. I don't know anything about that book, but it is true. Life is wonderful. This looks like a full version of In Cold Blood. So not only is there a full In Cold Blood, there's also an excerpt from In Cold Blood there. So you can read it 1.5 times. Oh, look, here's some more cool art. Alien Band. Awesome. Okay, now let's go in and check out this kitchen. So we're gonna walk through the doorway under that Kraken record. Wow, this is a great open concept kitchen. Love it. I mean, the pantry is a little bare, but it's actually impressive that they have one of these baker's racks in here. It's like they, at one, oh, stop it. There's eggs. And there might still be good, because if that newspaper was correct. Petaluma, California, wow, my mom lives up there. That's a trip. I mean, she doesn't live in Petaluma, but near it. Love Petaluma. It's funny to think these eggs came all that way. There's no date on them, though, to say when they're good till, so. It does also say keep refrigerator, not on a baker's rack in the blazing desert. Yeah. Okay, so not much. Oh, marshmallows that look like they've been chewed open by some animal. So all you're going to be able to eat here is old eggs and marshmallows. The menu is limited. This wall here, quite a bit. We'll just start over on this side. Old coat hanger. By the way, look at this, the trippy patterns in this plywood. Well, it almost looks like a face or a psychedelic painting. Now who's the hippie? Air freshener, hand sanitizer, toilet paper. That's cool. Almost looks like this is the bathroom corner, but there's no toilet unless that barrel was meant to be used. More empty booze bottles. Oh, that looks like lime or something for a toilet, or maybe it's flour or cornmeal or something. I don't know. Look at this amazing old pot, though. Oh my golly, those mushrooms, that's neat. I love that old 70s mushroom pattern. I love mushrooms. Anybody who watched any of my videos will know. Pickles, okay, so you can have mushroom or marshmallows, pickles, and spoiled eggs here. Look at this old Maxwell House can, that's cool. Basically, this is kind of showcasing, I guess, some of their cool rock specimens that they found and some of the bottles of wine they've drunk. This is definitely a hippie hipster cabin. I'm not seeing the typical things that I see in these desert cabins. It's interesting. What does this say? Bye-bye happiness. Oh, isn't that the, I think I'm gonna cry. Down here, there's some maps. Oh, some really cool maps of the mines and the topography in the area. That's neat. Okay, now let's go to the kitchen. Okay, so we got this really cool window. It's backlit. Sorry about that, but what a view outside it. Bunch of more hippie beer bottles, booze bottles, wine bottles. Becherovka liqueur. Never even heard of this stuff. Becherovka liqueur. Prepared according to a secret recipe from a balanced mixture of herbs and spices from the Czech Republic. Wow, any Czechs out there watching this that have had this? A delicious spirit with a unique taste coming from the heart of Europe. This says herbs and spices, so I wonder if it's kind of like a Jägermeister type thing, or, 38% alcohol. Hello. See, look at that. Hippie soap. That's that Myers, like non-toxic hippie soap. Oh, look, down there was a Lafrague, or I'm not sure how you pronounce that, Scotch bottle. Those are kind of expensive, aren't they? This looks like a really old oven, I guess. Oh, spring's messed up. Well, this cabin, I don't know. It would take a lot of work to get this thing up and running. Plus, there is a full 2-gallon thing of water plus a bottle. So if you really needed water here, you'd be in like, oh look, there's my favorite wine, Charles Shaw. $2 chuck. $3 in Nevada, but it's still pretty good. Here's a sticker. Maybe this will tell us something. Geological and Environmental Sciences, CSU Chico. Oh, cool. So apparently these Chico geologists come down here and maybe camp out and explore all the mines and stuff in the area. By the way, I just noticed there's more eggs here. Dang. I guess what happened is all these geologist kids came out and brought supplies to make breakfast and then didn't eat everything. I don't know. Left a bunch of eggs behind for the animals. I'm not sure why you would do that. But by the way, look how cool that table is. It's made out of a really cool old piece of an air conditioner or something. Is that what that is? Huh. Weird cabin. I mean, it's not fixed up enough to really stay in, but you could set up a camp cot, I guess. I mean, the roof isn't even finished, so I'm not sure if people just use this as a shady area to store rocks or what. Okay, let's go upstairs to the roof and see what we can see from up there. Climb, make sure these stairs are okay. Yeah, they're okay. Whoa. Look at these old creepy boots hanging here. Uh-oh. Okay, now we're at the top. Looks like this is kind of a trap door or just piece of the roof. Oh yeah, there's really nothing up here. It's just the roof. Look. Okay, well, let's go back down. Wanted to check out that path. Okay, now we're going to take this little path and see if there's anything good. Oh, look, here's where the trail leads. A tipped over outhouse, and it looks like it was supposed to be right here is where it used to sit, because there's a mound of petrified toilet paper and human waste. Oh man, look. That's terrible. Blew right over. Oh, see, it was just I don't know if you can see, it's just an empty shell basically to give you privacy to poop. Interesting, so that's what the trail just goes to the outhouse. But here we have a kind of a cool overview of the cabin site. Wow, what a weird cabin, but how much fun was that to explore? Now, having been in there and realized that it's some kind of geologist students thing, I'm not really sure about this industrial collapse. I was kind of hoping it was going to be this creepy Mad Max compound, but apparently it's just a bunch of students. Hey, that's fine. When I see kids enjoying the desert like this, I feel great about things. The kids are all right. Study away, kids, study away. Keep on making interesting stuff for me to explore.